Chapter 13, The Cure. Hi everyone. Come on, don't tell me you don't know what this chapter is about. LOL. I totally had to go back and re-edit the last chapter, because I forgot about the fact that Nelly and Tori had not only gone on a date before, but they had kissed before too. So I kinda had to go through and make sure I had proper references and such in chapter 12. It's just small edits though, nothing really big. I have just bad memory. LOL. Thanks for reviewing. Is this the right place? Nelly was staring up at the huge building in shock. Why did it look so different from the last time she had been here? The most striking thing was the huge horse sculpture in front. They knew that hadn't been there before. Nate, don't you remember coming here to see Lance's dad last time? Tori turned to watch Nelly's reaction to the building. He nearly felt the same because it really had changed, but she had to remember coming here before. Well, yeah, but it looked so different, she commented, walking up to the new stair walkway. Tori followed suit, then turned at the last minute toward the ramp. He was not pushing the stroll up all of those stairs. No, sir. You're right. I wonder when they did all this. Medalia asked him for a place inside Nelly's PT. She could see an entire new layout and was slightly surprised. The site made this much money? Goodness. Dad says they've been working on this for about a month. It's been done for about 2 days now. Nelly stopped mid-step and turned to find Len and Mela walking behind them. Mela was on the ramp with Tori, pushing her baby stroller. Lan? Melu? What are you guys doing here? Nelly questioned, smiling at them both. Running after Mom. Dad forgot his lunch, so we're bringing it up to him, Len said, catching up to Nelly. He began to walk in step with her, with a wide smile. That makes sense. I'll take you two out here to see Dad? Yes. We're trying to solve my problem. Here, Nelly trotted off a bit and looked away from Len's smiling face. She knew she had told them about her current problem, and she was in for a firm chewing out as soon as they found out what was going on. Your problem? Nelly, what's wrong? Mela called out from her spot behind Tori and Anastasia. Nelly looked up at Tori to see if he would answer for her, but his silence said everything. Can I tell you once we get inside? I'm afraid I'll be out bad through all these stairs. Nelly smiled sheepishly, and both Len and Mela nodded. It was understandable. Aren't you too surprised to see Tori and the Iceman? Nelly made sure her sound was turned up all the way up so that everyone could hear her, and their question was answered with the last from Lan, Melu, Megwin, and Ro. We already knew he was coming. He told us before he left and when he got here. Surprise! Ro cried, giggling happily. It had been so hard keeping it a secret, too. Ro's right. We've known for a while now, Megwin added, chuckling himself. Well, wow. I don't know if I should be mad or happy. You guys gotta take it from me this whole time? We don't want you to worry about us at all. We were afraid that if you knew Tori was coming, you wouldn't get back the right way, Mela told Nelly softly. Mela's face looked sad, but her eyes were bright and hopeful. Get better the right way? What do you mean, Melu? We were worried you would try to cover up what was wrong so that Tori wouldn't worry about you, like you don't with the rest of us. Oh, Melu. Nelly waited until Tori walked past her with Anastasia's stroller before she hugged her friend. Melu was trying so hard to help without smiling her, she knew. Thank you so much for being my friend. I love you guys. As long as you have love Len the same way as you love me. I love you too, Nate. Now let's go talk to Dad and see what's going on in that pretty head of yours, Nelly said, hugging Nelly back tightly. Then she let her go, following Len and Tori to the elevators. And Mr. Hikari's office. So what brings you all here today? Lance was sitting at his desk, looking at his computer screen for a moment before he turned and faced a group of teens in front of him. Dad, you forgot your lunch. Again, Lance said, smirking his father as he handed him a 3-tier bento box. Oh, did I? Was your mother angry? Dr. Hikari asked, taking the box from his son with a smile. He placed it on his desk and faced the group once again. Nah, not really. She just told me to bring it to you and remind you that dinner's at 7. Of course. I'll be home a little before 7 then. Is there anything else I can help you guys with today? This time, Tori spoke up. Well, Mrs. Hikari, we were wondering if you could take a look at Natalie. Dr. Hikari's eyes landed on Natalie, and he lifted an eyebrow in curiosity. Is something wrong, young lady? There aren't any complicated with those old injuries, are there? Nelly opened her mouth to speak, but the embarrassed blush running across her face said it all. Nelly felt like a throat was closing up, and knew she wouldn't be able to talk to Len with Lance's dad. It was just too much. So Tori spoke for her. No, sir. She's just been having visions lately. Or rather, nightmares. She keeps seeing Dex. The old man who shot himself in the head about a year ago? Len was fistfully nodding at his father. Yeah, Dad, him. He and Natalie used to be really close, and they used to work together too. Oh? So what's he been saying to you, Natalie? Natalie swallowed and forced herself to talk. If not, she wouldn't get better. He told me that I had a chip on my brain that would let me see him even after his death. He said that he was really alive, but that if he wanted to, he could control me using the chip. He said he put a chip in your brain? Are you right that's against the law? Dr. Carr's face grew gravely serious. Where had this girl worked? Well, sir, I did work for World 3. Dr. Carr blinked in surprise. World 3? Oh my. Well, no wonder he threatened you with things like that. Turning around in his chair, Dr. Hikari shook his mouth and clicked on a few icons on his computer screen. He typed in some things and then nodded, before putting the computer to sleep. What I'd do is to see if there are any foreign objects in there. Do you remember any procedure like that occurring? Do you have frequent headaches or anything of that sort? Dr. Hikari began walking, and the group of four followed him down a pure white-tiled hallway. Leon waved to various people in their offices, as did Meilu, but Tori and Nellie walked straight forward, keeping their eyes ahead of them. Finally, they reached a room, with a huge machine and dark room in front of it. Dr. Hikari ushered Len and Meilu into the room, making sure that both babies were in the dark room with them. Tori went into the room with the machine with Natalie and Dr. Hikari. Okay, Natalie, I need you to lay down on this table right here. You have to put both of these on too, before you can go in there. Dr. Hikari handed Natalie a hospital gown and a pair of dark-colored goggles. With everyone's back turned, Natalie changed the gown and put the goggles on, before she lay down on the table. You guys can turn them around now, Natalie told everyone loudly, and they all uncovered their eyes and did so. Tori watched Natalie's hands on the table and could see her physically shaking. She was scared and nervous. Natalie, don't worry, Tori told her, walking to the table. Dick caught off Natalie's hand and laid down by her ear, smiling warmly as he whispered to her, When this is over, I'll take you out on a date with me, okay? Natalie's face flushed bright red and she looked up at Tori in surprise. A date? Really? Yep, so be strong, honey. You can do this. Tori pressed a soft, quick kiss on her cheek before he straightened up and followed Dr. Carr into the dark room with the others. Natalie lies very still, alright? It shouldn't hurt. But if it does, press the red button that'll be directly above your head. Okay, Natalie called out as the table slowly slid back inside the huge machine. It made a whirling sound as they came to life, and soon big circles were overlapping each other and scanning Natalie from head to foot. She lay perfectly still and closed her eyes. Even with the goggles, the light was bright. 2 minutes passed before the machine was done, and soon Natalie was sliding back out into the room, wanting to get off the table. Natalie, we're going back to my office. Get dressed and we'll talk about these results. Dr. Hikari looked down at a long sheet of paper and barely paying attention to Natalie's response. He was out the door in an instant with Meilu and Len following, both pushing a stroller. Tori stayed in the dark room, waiting for Natalie. Tori, turn around! Natalie cried, already starting to unbutton the back of the dress. Okay. Tori turned his back to the dark windows and covered his eyes, so he wouldn't be tempted to peek. Not that he was that kind of guy, but it was Natalie after all. I'm done. Let's go, Natalie cried, walking the dark room and grabbing Tori's hand. They both took off and ran down the hallway. In Dr. Carr's office. Again. Now, the only thing I'm finding are traces of some sort of gas. Dr. Carr stared at the results and wrote a few things in pen on the paper, before he looked back up at Natalie. Gas? What kind of gas? Well, that I'm not totally sure of. I'm wondering if this guy's giving you some kind of hallucinations. That could be the only thing I can think of. There's gas like that, Dad? I'm slightly curious about it too. He'd never heard of that before. Yes, there's been some testing of it too, here at the sci lab. We call it nightmare gas. It makes people see what they are the most afraid of. Dr. Carr ran his fingers through his hair as he read over the results one last time, before he dropped the paper down in his desk. You guys are testing it on people? Made the question, nearly horrified. They can't be testing on people. Oh no, we only do human testing unless they volunteer themselves. And they're paid for every test as well as possible side effects. It's a very nice paycheck, but sometimes it costs too much. No one's ever died from one testing though. So have there been any human tests for this nightmare gas? Now that I'm not too sure of. I don't believe so, but I don't exactly work in that department. Dr. Carr reached for a little notepad that his name and title at the top. He pulled one off and wrote on it quickly, heading to Natalie. On the third floor, 3 doors to the right, directly up the elevator is Dr. Rose's office. She's probably the most knowledgeable person on the subject. Natalie took the note with a nod and with a small wave. The group of 4 took out to Dr. Rose's office. In Dr. Rose's office. Oh my, it's Lani Kari. You're such a cutie pie. Every time I see you, I just want to eat you up. Dr. Rose was a rather plump woman, but she was incredibly sweet. The three watched as she practically smelled the land in her breath, while she gasped and sputtered for breath. And is that little Maylou? I haven't seen you nearly a year. How you've grown. Nellie and Tori had to cover the mouth to hold in the laughter as Maylou replaced Lamb between the woman's breasts. Finally, she let the pink-haired girl go. What can I do for you lovely teens today? Dr. Rose's office had flowers everywhere and big, plump couches that the group sat on, facing her desk. We came to see if you could tell us about the number of gas, I told her seriously, hitting Dr. Rose a note from Dr. Hikari. But oh my, you have been exposed to it, darling? Oh, how horrible! Dr. Rose was nearly hysterics as she read the note from Len's dad. As soon as she read the note, she raced and grabbed Nellie's hand. You, child, will need to be treated right away. Come with me now. You have to stay right here. Tori stood up. Can I at least stand outside the room? Dr. Rose stopped him in step, turning to look at Tori's face. He looked really worried, and she knew without a doubt that he and the girl she was dragging along were involved with one another. It was written all over the faces. Yes, child, but hurry along. We have to get this out of her body. Right away. 20 minutes later. Continue to take slow, deep breaths into the mask, Natalie, darling. We're almost finished. Dr. Rose had a huge smile on her face as she said this, while she wrote more on the clipboard in front of her. Where's Tori? Nellie asked between breaths. He's been outside the door this entire time, darling. We won't leave your side. Dr. Rose winked and stood up, finally removing the mask from Nellie's face. Nellie sat up slowly, immediately feeling different. The room seemed brighter, somehow, and she was hopeful. How are you feeling, sweetie? Better. Much better. Dr. Rose clapped her hands, grinning happily. Oh, that is always good news. Now let's go back to my office so I can explain this to you in detail. I'm sure getting all men's legs could use a break too. In Dr. Rose's office, the number gas is a weapon of biological warfare. Some core created about 2 years ago for the military. But it was declared unethical, so the cooperation the gas was supposed to be burned to the ground and disposed of. Dr. Rose took a sip of tea before she continued, giving the teens an unconscious moment to drink the tea as well. From what I've heard, and this might not be completely true, the last dose was given to an underground group called the Ward 3. But the location had been discovered as that one young man had killed himself, so all of it was destroyed as well. Ward 3 had some there? Lennox, simultaneously, was still watching Dr. Rose. Yes, that's why I'm so curious as to how this young lady was exposed. And if she was exposed at that time now, what's the only make itself known now? The only thing I can think of is a recent exposure. How recent? Tori questioned, placing his tea down on the table. He wanted to focus on the problem at hand. For the effects to be showing up just now, the longest length of time I've ever witnessed was 2 months. Any longer than that, it would have been out of your system already or passed on to someone else. And since none of you are having hallucinations, then I know it hasn't spread. The church was the first thought in Tori's mind as she named the amount of time it took. So do I need to do anything else now that I'm clean of it? Nellie hadn't touched her tea. She was entirely too worried. Nope, we gave you the vaccine, so you're cured. No more problems. The world should already appear brighter to you than it was yesterday. Dr. Rose said to Nellie gleefully. Nellie nodded, then downed her entire cup of tea in one swallow. Dr. Rose clapped in her amusement, very glad to be of help. Now I have much work to do. With that blood sample you gave me, I can perform lots of tests. That's your payment for my service too. Off with you go. Dr. Rose cheerily shooed the group away, turning to the paperwork on her desk. Each teen said a thanks and a goodbye, before they all left to pack themselves in the elevator. An hour later. I'm so full. Nellie patted her stomach as Mr. March handed the group their bill. May sat at the booth behind them, counting out her tips for the day. Me too, Len agreed happily. Gosh, Nellie, you totally have a boy's stomach. I thought you and Len were competing, May exclaimed, earning enough from Tori. I guess I just haven't been eating as much as I should. That whole seeing Dex thing murdered my appetite. And all the food just looked so good, I couldn't stop myself. Nellie was telling the truth. She had been starving as mashed, but the large bowl poured in front of her. But that wasn't enough. She had ordered another large bowl and a small bowl of noodles. Then she had some ice cream to top it all off. Food is great. Why does it feel like I've eaten in weeks? Goodness. You're probably just relieved, Tori said softly to Natalie. She nodded and took a spoonful of his curry, looking at him as she put the spoon in her mouth. Tori blushed and then began laughing as Natalie started to fan her mouth. Ah, so hot. Whoa. They gulped down her iced tea as quickly as she could, hoping to calm her mouth down. By the time she reached the bottom of the cup, her face was flushed red. Natalie, you know Tori eats spicy stuff. There's that car from PT. Went on the phone and left her at OP. I didn't know it was that hot. That was the atomic spice curry, Witchbat said, trying not to laugh himself. Atomic spice? Tori, how can you take that? Tori shrugged and ate another spoonful with a smile. It just isn't hot to me. It ice runs in his veins. That's why Iceman is so snobby. Len whispered across the table to Natalie. She nodded as if she agreed, then giggled sheepishly as Tori gave her some Western looks. Tori, we have to go home in a little while if we want to stay on schedule, Iceman said, serious influence PT. Tori nodded and finished off his curry, then looked at the bill for match and handed the money. Whoa, Tori, this is over 10 over. Are you sure you want to? Mr. Match said, but he didn't get an answer. Tori and Ned were already at the door. Nothing was going to mess up his day with Ned today. Not even time hit itself.